Most people decide how well they're doing by how many strangers think their life looks good on a screen, but appearances are cheap. Here are 10 real signs you're actually winning at life whether anyone sees it or not. Welcome to Darkroom Discipline. Number 1. You don't feel the need to escape your own life. A lot of people live for the weekend, and that says a lot. If Tuesday feels like something you have to survive, and Saturday feels like oxygen, your day-to-day is probably built on stress and recovery. When life is actually working, normal days don't feel like punishment. Tuesday and Saturday still look different, but they don't feel like two different worlds. You still work, still deal with responsibilities, still do all the normal adult things, but the baseline feels okay. You're not constantly holding your breath, waiting for that one evening or that one trip just to feel alive again. That's a bigger win than most people realize. Real success doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's simply having a life where the average day is decent enough that you don't need to constantly run away from it. When your routine isn't crushing you, when your home feels like a place to return to, not just a charging station, when your free time is used to enjoy life instead of just repairing damage, that's a quiet but powerful form of winning. Number 2. You consistently earn at least 3 times more than you actually need. We can debate whether money buys happiness, but money definitely pays for almost everything that keeps you stable. Once you can reliably make far more than your basic expenses, life loosens its grip on your nervous system. Bills stop feeling like threats. You can save, invest, and fix problems without your whole month collapsing. That gap between income and needs isn't just a number, it's breathing room. It gives you options. It changes how you deal with risk. A surprise cost is annoying, not catastrophic. You're no longer making every decision from a place of fear or urgency. Extra money matters not only because it buys nice things, but because it creates margin between you and chaos. That margin is one of the clearest signs your life has real strength behind it. Number 3. You don't need to prove you're doing well. When people are unsure of themselves, they try to decorate the surface of their life. They want the right outfit, the right trip, the right post, anything that makes their life look upgraded, even if it doesn't feel that way inside. But when things genuinely start improving, that urgency fades. You stop needing every purchase to signal status. You stop turning every moment into content. You don't care as much whether old classmates or random followers believe you're successful because you can feel the difference in your own routine. That shift saves a huge amount of energy and money. You stop buying for the photograph and start buying for the life you actually live. Peace starts outranking performance. A good night's sleep beats an expensive-looking night out. A calm, stable home beats one that only works as a backdrop. From the outside, your life might even look a bit less flashy for a while, but inside, it feels steadier, cleaner, and more real. Number 4. You've developed real taste. A lot of people know what they're supposed to like, the cool places, the popular music, the standard answers. But if you ask them what actually lights them up, the answers are often thin. They've never had enough time, money, or freedom to explore what really resonates with them. Once your life opens up a bit, you start forming real preferences. You figure out which foods, cities, routines, and environments genuinely feel right to you. Maybe you discover you prefer quiet mornings over late nights, mountain towns over big cities, long walks over loud parties. The specifics don't matter. The important part is that you know. That kind of clarity comes from contact with the world, from trying, rejecting, adjusting, and paying attention. It means you're no longer living on autopilot or following someone else's script. You're editing your life based on what actually fits you, and that's a subtle but powerful sign of real progress. Number 5. Your life has less noise. Noise is all the unnecessary clutter that eats your energy. Too many messages, too many subscriptions, too many half-finished tasks, too many people with access to your time. Most people don't design a noisy life on purpose. It just creeps in as they say yes to everything and never close loops. A stronger life feels more ordered. Your basic systems work. You know where your money goes. You're not fighting the same avoidable fire every month. You don't feel obligated to respond to every request or entertain every invitation. That kind of quiet isn't free. It usually takes years of pruning and adjusting to create, but once you have it, everything feels lighter. You think more clearly, you move with less stress, and your days stop interrupting themselves every 5 minutes. It's not about becoming a rigid productivity machine. It's about removing unnecessary friction so your effort goes into things that matter, not into constantly managing chaos. Number 6. You make decisions that are good for you even when they're not fun. Most people roughly know what would improve their life: better sleep, smarter spending, healthier food, more movement, fewer bad habits. The difference between staying stuck and moving forward isn't knowledge, it's whether you consistently choose what's good for you when it's boring, annoying, or slow to show results. Winning at life rarely comes from dramatic, movie-style turning points. It comes from small choices repeated over and over when nobody's watching. Do you default to what's easy or to what future you will be grateful for? When you start treating your future self like someone you actually care about, your life quietly starts to change direction. Number 7. You bounce back faster. A good life is not a life without problems. You will still have bad days, losses, and rough seasons. The difference is in recovery speed. When you're doing well, a bad day doesn't automatically become a bad week. A setback doesn't unravel your entire system. Stronger habits, clearer structure, and a calmer mind help you reset instead of spiral. You still feel things, but you don't live in every feeling. Over time, that ability to get back on track becomes one of the clearest, most underrated signs that you're actually in a good place. Number 8. You're yourself, and you still function well with others. Real maturity isn't about saying, "That's just who I am," and using it as an excuse. It's being grounded in who you are, while also understanding that different situations call for different versions of you. You talk to your friends one way and your clients another, not because you're fake, but because you're socially intelligent. You know your strengths and weaknesses, and you can manage them. You can be honest without being cruel, direct without being chaotic, relaxed without becoming careless. That balance means you're not just an adult on paper, you're actually good at being one. Number 9. Your younger self would be proud. If the kid you used to be could see you now, would they think your life is interesting? Not perfect, just impressive in a simple way. Have you seen cool places, learned real skills, built some independence? Are you someone who seems to know what they're doing most of the time? As adults, we normalize our achievements fast and fixate on what's missing. But through the eyes of your younger self, a lot of what you take for granted now would look like a dream. Remembering that can reveal how far you've already come. Number 10. Your old goals feel small now. One of the clearest signs you're winning is when the goals that once felt huge now feel normal. You hit targets that used to scare you, and instead of feeling finished, you start wondering what else you can do. Ambition becomes quieter and more practical. Big dreams stop feeling ridiculous and start feeling like long projects. You stop asking, "Is this even possible for me?" and start asking, "What's the next smart step?" That's when you know the ceiling is moved. Because the real upgrade isn't just reaching your old goals, it's becoming the kind of person for whom those goals now feel like the baseline. All right, that's it for today. If this helped you see your life a little more clearly, stay close. We've got plenty more coming. Until next time, take care of yourself.